Hi everyone and welcome back to SourceFed. My name is Mike Falzone.
And I'm Brie Esrig.
My worst fear is getting pulled over when I have to poop. Actually, that's not true, it's the second worst. The first is the idea that someone licks all the fountain soda lids and then stacks them back up like nothing happened. It's irrational at best and I'm doing my best to get over it.
Mine is snakes.
Okay, well at least those are real.
In a story from the Miami Herald, 24-year-old Carlos Adonis Ramos Erazo was going 75 in a 55 cause poop. But uh-oh, here come the cops. Carlos refused to get out of the car and continued onward toward his porcelain salvation, reportedly striking the deputy's arm on his way.
Now here's where it gets interesting. I'll let you finish laughing. The dude made it all the way to his house before he was shot with a taser before he made it inside. Carlos was then arrested and thrown in the back of the squad car just before completely covering it with poop on the way to the police station. He pooped in the cop car and thus completing 2016's most high-profile game of Told You So. Also, I call BS because if you have to poop that badly, you're gonna do it when you get shot by a taser. You're not gonna hold it for the cop car. Is just my own thoughts.
Touche. Tushy.
Tushy.
Get it? Because the poop comes out.
I like it. I do like it. Now in news that I have absolutely no idea what to do with, there's some speculation that 80s fitness icon Richard Simmons may be currently held captive in his own house by his own maid. And some of Simmons' friends think that the person holding him captive may be a witch, like an actual witch. And in other related news, thank God there's a Ghostbusters movie coming out, because that's how we dealt with this kind of shit in the 80s.
Actually, Mike, he just did a phone interview with one of the most credible news sources of all time, Entertainment Tonight, where he said, "I'm not kidnapped. I am just in my house right now."
No, it sounds like a witch making him say that stuff. It's obvious witchcraft, because he has a lot of money.
True story though, Mike. One time I was at a bar mitzvah in 2003, and Richard Simmons was there in a gorgeous lavender suit, and he was dancing on that floor. And we made eye contact, and then he turned around, and when he went back to look at me, he went like this.
Why do you suppose he did that?
I really have no idea,
Yeah.
but I love him so much.
You make a face like that, it works your whole core. Do you know that?
Thirsty Republican Marco Rubio had his speech interrupted at a campaign event on Sunday by a man accusing Rubio of trying to steal his girl.
Jeez. Who's trying to steal my girlfriend?
They met in New Hampshire, and she doesn't look at me the same way anymore, added the man before not having the shit beat out of him as he was escorted out of the rally.
Here to comment on all this drama is my new girlfriend for this joke, Sophia. Sophia, do you think there's any truth to this whole Marco Rubio being a homewrecker type situation stuff?
I don't know. Why are you asking me this?
Well, because I thought you'd be a good person to have on.
I mean, well, wait. Is he watching this?
You're gonna flirt with Marco Rubio
I mean,
during
is
my
he
white
watching
wall?
this?
Can you please get out? Please get out. This fake relationship's in trouble. Now, it's been largely speculated on Twitter that the Heckler was in fact an actor, and he even appeared.
Actor?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh God. Can
Is
you
he like watching?
All right.
Are you sure he's really watching this?
Okay.
Like he's really tuning in
Sophia,
right now?
go. You gotta go.
Brie.
You gotta go.
Is he, like, is
You
he
gotta
an
get
actor?
going. You gotta go about it.
Wow, I think you guys are really cute together. You should stay together.
Thanks. Yeah, that's really, we're trying to work through some shit.
Shares in GW Pharmaceuticals catapulted more than 120% today after GW's clinical trial of experimental cannabis-based drug Epidiolex successfully treated children with Dravet syndrome, a rare and extremely difficult to treat form of epilepsy.
During the trial, the patients who were taking Epidiolex had their convulsive seizures reduced by 39% compared to the 13% reduction seen in patients taking the placebo.
The dopest part of this incredible news is that Epidiolex is made up of almost pure cannabidiol, or CBD, the component of the marijuana plant that doesn't make people high.
Doesn't make you high? And what's the point, man?
To help kids not have seizures.
Oh.
It's really
sounds
remarkable.
like a good drug.
Hey Mike, when we're done with all these news stories, I made some Rice Krispies treats. You should have one, they're delicious.
What was the thing you just said?
What, Rice Krispies? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's actually a good chance that there's some pee-pee in them treats, because a super gross video just surfaced showing a dude urinating in a Kellogg's production line. You know, where they make Rice Krispie treats and other food that people eat.
The man took a video of himself urinating 2 years ago, but since the company and its employees were locked in some kind of labor dispute at the time, and they couldn't identify the man responsible, they're just now prosecuting to the fullest extent of the law.
Since this incident happened 2 years ago, that means products that may have been contaminated are now expired, which means they were probably consumed a long time ago. You know, in case you felt like snap, crackling, and popping into a barf bag.
Spew, crapple, and poop, right? It's a
Police are investigating what appears to be a human skull found at the bottom of an abandoned well on Mama June's property last Saturday. That's June Shannon, mother to Honey Boo Boo, star of TLC's Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, and girlfriend to Mark McDaniel, convicted sex offender.
According to the report, workers tied a cell phone to a rope and dropped it down the well to see what was inside. Griffin police believe the object to be a rock, but that's no fun.
They plan to investigate further by sending in cadaver dogs.
No, you don't send the dogs down the well. If anything, we've decided that the well is a bad place to be.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to end well.
Yo, I like that. But don't know who any of these people are, don't really care. So this would be the end of that. Has Marco Rubio ever tried to steal your Gurf? Do you even remember who Richard Simmons is?
Do you have a funny poop story? Ever been thrown in jail because of it? Boost our engagement down in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to check out this episode of Secret Stories on Video Dating featuring yours truly. My name's Bui.
So, me too.
I don't know how to tie a knot. I learned how to start a fire. I Googled it.
So glad you're my partner.
Right? This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
Is if I go up to a stranger and convince them that we are already friends.
How did you say there's some pee-pee in them treats without laughing?
I don't know.